All right, guys, welcome back to another video updating you guys on some of the exciting price actions that we're seeing in Bitcoin. As of today, Bitcoin is up a whopping 10% since the last time we all had a chat. And of course, if you haven't done so, make sure you go and press that subscribe, smash that like button, and ring that notification bell so that you can stay updated with the latest and the fanciest and the most profitable. Let's go straight to the charts straight away. I need to work on my hotkeys because it's doing some funny things to my browser. And today, the scenario that we expected to play out yesterday has exactly played out right now, forming that ascending bear flag is what I sense that it's going to be facing some rejection around that $22,500, $23,000 mark. Right now, I am seeing a very similar pattern as we see the sideways price action actually form in this region at the moment, but we are actually seeing an upward trend on the RSI, which means that whilst the price action may stay reasonably consistent, it kind of senses that it's kind of being overboard, and the pressure is rising at the moment. So that being said, I think we are seeing something very similar that we have seen in the past before another bearish movement has come down. So again, we're seeing a rise in the RSI with the price action remaining reasonably flat like it's happening right now. And this is a pretty well established pattern that we can expect to see moving forward. Now, before we had some sideways movement with a general downtrend and a pretty violent upswing and a down. And I think this is quite reminiscent of that fractal that we've seen previously, with a move going up, with a small bit of indecision coming down, and then a violent up. I'd sense that this could then have a quick push down with a little sort of peak that loses a little bit of momentum, and then I think it will then come down. Now, how far will it go down? I reckon it is fair to say that the length of that would be similar to that of the flagpole that which we see right over here, and just connecting that right up like so. We do see that the price action will drop down to that $13,000 mark, which I don't think is a ridiculous scenario that can play out. Now, that being said, it may not always be 100% scenario that be the case. Right now, I sense that we are going through some level of volatility because this volatility is coming from, of course, this volatility is, of course, coming from the speculation that we're seeing about the potential inflation data that's about to come up. So it'll be really worthwhile to see where the inflation comes in, and the inflation on what is expected and what is and what the actual figures are. And of course, if the inflation comes out yet again high, then I would reckon that would then paint a much more bearish scenario for both, for initially the US stocks, and of course that will play out onto the cryptocurrency market, namely Bitcoin. However, we are on a downtrend. For this to be reversed, we do have quite a lot of upside that we need to conquer before we can get there. But having said that, I do sense that this is the near-term top. And based on the confirmation that we get, probably on smaller time frames, maybe the 2-hour or even the 1-hour chart around this level of resistance, then I think a short trade or a short direction would be most appropriate. Looking at the 2-hour chart, actually, I might look at the 1-hour chart. We're looking at the 1-hour chart. We do see some level of consolidation, but we would need to see some level of a reversal signal before we can go in there. Although this wick that we see up here is quite encouraging that the price action has already been rejected, and some people may deem this as a confirmation already and be already entered into a trade. For those of you who have done that, my suggestion is to put your stop losses quite near to this rising level of resistance, and I will be activating that stop loss at around about that $23,200 mark. Of course, not financial advice, with a potential price target to this level here, where the nearest resistance that was broken, which would have been the $20,000 mark. Great to take half the profits there, and leave the other half in position, so that, and move the stop loss to that level so that you can stay profitable as always. Now, that being the case, I think it does present a very exciting case. Like I said yesterday, that once this resistance was broken, there was some of that consolidation, and then it actually jumped out from there, which basically played out exactly with some level of indecision that came in from this region here. Sorry, I need to draw a better line from this region here, because there was a resistance there, but then it actually broke above that quite strongly as well. So hence why we're in the 22,500, or right now $22,000 mark. and it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Furthermore, on the Fibonacci retracement on a slightly more longer term, we're actually entering into a region around about, should be drawing around there. We've already actually hit the 6 or almost hit the 618, but seeing that it's a quite, I mean, it depends on where you actually draw that line to, I guess. But I think we're quite nearing that that level at the moment with the Fibonacci retracements. And of course, I've lost everything now. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Where is the chart again? Where is the chart that I draw a bunch of stuff on? There it is. Yep. So with the Fibonacci retracements right now, we're actually nearing the 618 as well, which is quite interesting to see from that nearest bearish move that we've seen. I think maybe Fibonacci retracement is better, more appropriately drawn from here because that looks like the beginning of that impulse there. So arguably, we've already hit that 618 mark again, marking a fantastic point of entry for a short trade right now because as you can see, the general trade is a downward trend as well. All right, guys, so that is the update. Actually, one more thing I'd like to add is down the 1 hour frame, we're actually seeing that the RSI is in the overbought region in the overall downward trend. Looking out onto zooming out onto the 4 hour chart, we've actually poked above that over that oversold region as well. So definitely an encouraging time. The last time that's happened in the cryptocurrency market, well, on Bitcoin, was back in 30th of May, where that has been the local top. And if you enter into short trade then until even now, if you just held it through that all the way down now, you would be on, on 10x leverage, you would have made so much money. That being the case, if you haven't checked out the exchange BitGet, go check out all the links that you can see all over the shop here. Make sure you go sign up. $250 bonus with potential and other rewards up to $4,000. If you haven't done so, go check out the link in the description below so that you can sign up to BitGet. And with that being said, thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. If you haven't done so, make sure you go like, share, and subscribe. And of course, with that being said, hope you guys remain successful in your trades. Love you all so much. Peace out. Subscribe now. Go sign up to BitGet. If you haven't done so, check out the copy trade video as well. All right? You want it. Trust me. Watch it. Okay? See you next time. Bye. Bye. See ya.